If you know about law of attraction, then you might have heard of scripting too. And in case you haven't, then I will tell you all about it in a super easy way. If you want to manifest your dream life, your goals and your desires in an absolutely easy way, which is simply by writing them on a piece of paper, then this video is the one. So, hi guys, I'm Harshita Mohanty. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Also, wish you all a very happy new year. And you guys have to stick till the end of this video, okay? If you want a free step-by-step PDF guide and to understand the whole process that goes behind properly manifesting all your dreams and desires in the right way. Also, this video is part 4 of my New Year New Me series, and in case you haven't checked out the previous parts, you are missing out on some real gold. So I am linking all of that somewhere in the corner so that you can check them out after watching this video. As always, here are the video chapters and the timestamps will be in the description box and the comment section. Now, let's get into the video. Chapter number 1, what is scripting and how is it helpful? So scripting is a manifesting method where you write your desires in the present tense like it's happening right now in this moment, or in the past tense as if you've already manifested it. The key to scripting correctly is to write it in absolute details. Like really be extremely descriptive, be precise and clear about your goals and your desires that you want to manifest. Chapter number 2, when to script. Well, honestly, there's no right or wrong time to script, but here are a few points that you can keep in mind when you sit down to script, okay? So first point is make sure that you have some time for yourself. Be in a quiet and a peaceful environment. Like really just take out minimum 30 minutes. If it's an hour, that would be great, but at least 30 minutes from your daily schedule and sit with yourself. Go deep into this whole experience, okay? Point number 2 is that it is best if it's done early in the morning or before you go to sleep at night, because our brain is really at the best state to manifest at that time. But honestly, you can do it any time in the day, whatever feels good to you. Point number 3 is take at least 10 to 15 minutes to just sit with yourself and visualize and think about the desires or the goals that you have. Like, you can't just start writing paragraphs. You will not know what to write. So really just picture what you want to manifest and what you want to bring in. Like really think about the details. Point number 4 is that make sure that your emotions are fully stable, not too happy, not too angry, or too upset, or too moody, because extremes of any emotion can sway us from our actual desires. So really just be calm and absolutely neutral when you sit down to script. Chapter number 3, 5 important points to remember while scripting. Point number 1 is gratitude. Being in a grateful state is very important. Be truly grateful about the things that you currently have in your life. Even if you do not have the desired things yet, just be genuinely grateful about all that exists, all that you have right now. Always remember that a positive state of mind will attract good and positive things into your life, and a lack state of mind will only attract more lack into our lives. Point number 2 is using present tense or past tense and no future tense. When we are scripting about our desires or our goals, we want to write it in a way as if it's happening right now in the present, or in the past tense like we have already manifested it and are feeling great about it, and not something in the far future that might happen. So we don't have to write like, I will get my dream job. No, write it as if you're living it or have lived it already. So again, taking the job example, we have to write, I am so grateful to now have my dream job in XYZ company. My colleagues, my boss, everyone loves me so much. Everyone is great. The work environment is amazing. I am so lucky to be working here with everyone. Do you get it now? Point number 3 is be descriptive clear and precise. When you script, be as clear as you can be about the details. When you create that imaginary scenario in your head, think about the sounds that you can hear in that scenario, maybe the colors you can see, or if you can smell anything, or maybe you're eating something in that scenario, or maybe you can touch something. Really use all your senses to get the details out of that imagination. Being descriptive really helps to bring the vision into life and helps in writing your script in much more detail. But please note that it's not important that everything in life that we envision will manifest in the exact same way. Honestly, most of the time, it happens in a completely different way. But for us to be absolutely clear about what we want, details are important. Otherwise, people script so vaguely and end up not manifesting the right thing. Okay, so I'll give you an example to really understand this in a better way. So let's say you go to a restaurant or a cafe and you look at the menu and you want to order something. You don't just walk up to the person and tell them, give me anything. Just give me food or give me a pizza. No, right? You tell them your specific order, that this is what I want to eat. That I want to eat a margarita or like a full veggie loaded or something. You are specific about what you want to eat. So if we are so specific about what we want to eat, we really have to be extremely specific and clear about what our goals are and what we want to manifest. Point number 4 is, how does it make you feel? This one is really important, okay? As I already mentioned in the previous chapter, really spend some time with yourself to feel the emotions. Again, taking the job example, then how would you feel if you hear the news on call that you passed the interview? Or you walk into your office for the very first time? How would you feel? So combining feelings is extremely powerful. It puts you into this state of gratitude and makes you believe in your potential of achieving it. Because let's be real, if we don't believe that we can achieve something or we can have something, there's no point of doing all of this. So please always remember that self-belief is very, very important. Point number 5, focus on what you want rather than focusing on what you don't want. See, when we are scripting, we want to attract something, right? And if we continuously focus on what we don't want, then that is exactly what we are going to attract more into our life. An example for this would be, if you keep telling yourself that you do not really have the right skill sets for your dream job and people have it better than you and you don't deserve it, then that is what is going to happen. You need to focus on yourself and believe in yourself and your potential, that you are a great person, you have so much skill sets, and the right company will value you and pay you well. Chapter number 4, how to script your first letter. Honestly, there are so many ways in which people do scripting, but I'll tell you the one that works for me the best. So this is something I learned from another YouTuber and her name is Lucie. And I have learned so many things when it comes to manifesting. She's a sweetheart, honestly. I will link her channel in the description box in case you want to go and check her videos out. So I start my letter with addressing it to God, and you can address it to whosoever you believe in. Universe, your future self, God, or your guardian angels, anyone you want to express your gratitude to. Now, I am assuming that you've already sat with yourselves and you're clear about what your goals and your desires are. So start writing with the first one as if you've already manifested it. And along with it, write down how does it make you feel. So for example, we will write, I am so grateful now that I've manifested my dream job. Now how it makes me feel. It feels amazing to be working with such great people on such cool projects. My work provides me and my family so much stability, makes me feel independent and super abundant. So this is the rule that we are going to follow for each of the points, and we are going to write around 5 to 6 goals that you want to manifest in the upcoming year. if this is your first time scripting, I would highly suggest to write down goals that you do believe have the potential to come true. And once they do come true, your faith will increase tenfolds. Also, make sure that you write maximum 3 to 4 lines for each goal. We don't want the letter to be super long. Like, try and fit everything in one page. I'll tell you why. Now, once you're done writing your 5 to 6 goals, express gratitude by thanking the universe or whosoever you addressed your letter to in the end. And then sign your letter or maybe write your name and put the date that you wrote the letter on in the end, so that you can look back at it when you've achieved all your goals and you'll know how much time it actually took you to manifest them. Now, as I already mentioned, we want to keep our letter short so that it's easy to read and does not take a lot of effort. Now, once you're done with the letter, I would suggest you to keep it right by your bedside or somewhere near to you where you can read it every single day for at least a month. And we want to do this because we want our subconscious mind to get familiar with our goals and our desires. After 30 days of reading your letter every single day, keep it inside a book or somewhere in your drawer, and eventually you'll forget about it. See, you still have to keep working and taking actions. We cannot just sit still and be like, this is magic and it'll happen on its own. No. You have to put the 50% effort. You have to work for it and put the action behind it. 50% action and 50% your faith and your belief will do. But that 50% of work is a requirement. It's needed. And trust me, at the end of the year, when you look back and you read your letter, you'll realize so many of your goals have already manifested. It really works, you guys. I have manifested so many things this way. It just blows my mind when I look back and I read my letters. It's amazing. I love scripting. And I would be super honest, all my goals did not manifest the first time I scripted a letter. But I also now understand why it did not. Hence, I'm making such a detailed video so that you don't end up doing the same mistakes that I did. Some of my goals were way out of my belief system. So as I said, if it's something that you don't believe in, it is not going to happen. Some I was too desperate for. Some obviously took a little more than a year, but they did end up manifesting. So really, you just have to understand one thing, that scripting is just a tool that will help you. But the real power lies in your faith, in your work, in your belief, in yourself, and your potential of achieving those goals and those desires. Chapter number 5, timeline of a scripting letter. See, I personally don't put a timeline to my scripting letters now because I've seen this time and again that no matter how many timelines I put, things will unfold in their own sweet time. And by putting a timeline to my goals, it creates a sense of urgency and desperation. And when do we get desperate? When we need something and we don't have it. That means there's a lack of it. And what did we learn? What does lack energy attract? It attracts more lack into our life. So what works for me the best is keeping a general timeline of 6 to 12 months, and I write down the date at the end of my letter so that once I've achieved all of my goals, I can look back and see how much time each one of them took to materialize. As you keep manifesting your goals, you will really get better at it. Your belief will start growing and you'll start manifesting them more easily and more quickly. So if this is your first time trying out scripting, then I would highly suggest you to download the free step-by-step PDF guide in the description box that I've attached. And if you liked this video and gained something out of it, then do not forget to press the thumbs up button, share it with your friends and your loved ones so that they too can manifest all their goals in this year, and subscribe to my channel and push the bell notification on so that you don't miss any of such information-packed videos that I upload in the future. Also, comment below and let me know, is this your first time scripting or have you already tried it before? And maybe share one thing that you want to manifest in this year. Till then, I love you all so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.